was a Sunday evening, May 22nd, 2011 at 5:41 p.m. EF5 tornado with winds in excess of 200 miles per hour ripped through Joplin, an area anywhere from 3/4 of a mile to a mile wide, 6 miles long from the west end of town to the east end of town. Claimed the lives of 160 citizens, and over 1,000 people were injured as a result. We had 7,500 homes that were impacted by the storm, 4,000 of which were either destroyed or rendered uninhabitable.
I was here, unfortunately, on May 22nd when the tornado struck. I didn't have enough time to get to the basement, but I kind of crawled down, kind of scrunched down by the basement door and rode it out. At one point, I do remember looking up and realizing there was no roof anymore, and that's honestly when I realized this is really bad.
As you can see, it's devastating. All these houses are either down or the lots are cleared. So what this means is a new house in an area that was totally torn down.
You see the destruction, and you can just feel very viscerally, you can feel the impact that this has had on families, and how helpless sometimes and hopeless those families can feel when they look around and their personal belongings have been destroyed, their home, whether they were renting or whether they owned, it's irrespective. It doesn't make any difference. The impact is the same.
I drove up here for business purposes about 3 months ago, right after it happened. Saw the devastation and saw how terrible it was, and found out there were 7,500 families that got put out of their home, and realized that it's going to be a real big problem getting those people back into homes. So based on the relationship I have with Paul Kent, Executive Director of Habitat, I went back and pitched an idea about why don't we drive up from Tulsa and build some homes.
Carrie Everett called and said, I'd like to meet with you to talk about how we might be able to go to Joplin and rebuild with the city. And so we met along with my outgoing chairman of the board, and from the three of us we made a decision that we wanted to come to Joplin and help build 10 new homes with the Joplin Habitat for Humanity in an effort to really rebuild part of the city where the tornado happened.
The simple goal is we want to get 10 families in a home for the holidays. You know, the holiday is a special time for any family, and we want to get 10 people in a home. And we also want to create a little bit of a catalyst in the city of Joplin and start people seeing new neighborhoods, seeing new houses go up, seeing a lawn. You don't see that right now. And we thought if we would build these 10 homes, it would be the start of something, not the finish of something.
We're going to be building 10 houses over about a 16-day period, and so we absolutely have to have people volunteer. We're needing about 300 volunteers every day to come out and build these houses. We need trade people, people who have licenses to do plumbing, electricity, drywall, roofing. We need people who would say, I'll come out and I'll volunteer for a full day, 8 to 5, building with you. We need people who will say, I can provide funds to help out, $25, $50, $100. So many ways that people can join us.
Come on and help us. It's going to be fun. Can you imagine 300 people out here on a Saturday morning banging some nails and putting up some walls? It's going to be fun. We're going to bus people up from Tulsa. We're going to ask people to volunteer from Joplin. We've got a website, TenForJoplin.org, and you can volunteer. You can give us some money if you want, or you can help us find some gifts in kind, construction material that we're going to need for the job sites. Anything's going to help.
We're very appreciative of all the help we've gotten. We do call it the miracle of the human spirit. That's not contrived, that's heartfelt. And we would encourage you to be part of that because there's something special that's going on in Joplin.